Available now. Link below.
In a city plagued by crime and mismanagement, one woman dares to speak truth to power. Wearing a MAGA hat, she fiercely confronts the Democrat City Council over their outrageous plan to spend millions on illegal migrants while residents suffer. As the mayor's progressive agenda crumbles under the weight of a unified opposition, a glimmer of hope emerges. Trump 2024. So don't miss this explosive report exposing the shocking state of Chicago politics. Now, before we dive into the chaos of Chicago politics, a word from our sponsor, Get the Tea. Just like the city's residents are fighting back against destructive policies, you too can arm your body against harmful elements with Get the Tea's unique supplements and cleansing teas. As the summer heat approaches, try their Apple Cider Plus to get in shape, but my personal favorite, their flagship tea. I subscribe monthly and I feel the difference. Use code NEXTNEWS for an extra 10% off at getthetea.com. Remember, getthetea.com, promo code NEXTNEWS. Now let's get back to our report. In the heart of Chicago, a city besieged by crime and mismanagement, a fearless woman wearing a MAGA hat stands before the Democrat City Council, her voice ringing with righteous indignation. P. Ray Easley, a lifelong resident, has had enough of Mayor Brandon Johnson's progressive agenda that prioritizes illegal migrants over the needs of tax-paying citizens. Quote, I'm asking y'all to use our taxpayer money for our people. We need it. That's what she declares, her words cutting through the council chambers like a knife. And she refuses to remain silent as the city she loves crumbles under the weight of failed leadership and misguided priorities. Watch this.
You know what? P. Ray, you've been trying to warn us for years. You were right. We are sorry. Please accept our apologies. Please let us join your organization. And I'm like, it's for everybody. Our goal, again, is to get our people away from this culture of liberal failure that's currently bankrupting our city and leaving Americans behind. So it's you have to remember that black people, we've been in this country for a very long time. I'm an 8th generation American. So we understand how our government works very well. And I think that we've figured out that the emperor does not have on any clothes, and we don't want to look at his big ashy butt anymore. We're done.
Take it back. I love it. P. Ray, not everyone seems to agree. Watch this from the same meeting.
This migrant crisis is a resource crisis, and we need vast resources to protect our new community members. 70 million. Hey, you can fight it as much as you want, but it's true. These are our neighbors. These are now a part of our communities. Immigrants are a basis for our future as a city. Ever since the beginning to now, immigrants are the lifeblood of this city, and we need to support them.
You're just not welcoming your new illegal neighbors.
Firstly, that man doesn't represent us. Those blue-haired liberals are not our neighbors. They don't hang out with us. They have not been living in the city as long as we have. And you can hear that we openly booed him. Those people don't represent us, and we wish that they would speak a lot quieter. We're done. Again, they want to dominate the conversation. They believe that they are intellectually superior to us and that we are so pitiful that we need them to come defend us. And we're saying, we don't. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. We are not a pity party. We are not a charity. We are proud Americans, and we want the best for our country, and that does not include subsidizing illegal immigration that was brought to us via the cartel. Absolutely not.
P. Ray, you are a patriot.
Yes.
I love what you're saying. And I hope you keep fighting. Turn Chicago red. I would love to see that. Thank you. God bless you for your time tonight.
Chicago red. And before I go, I just want to also say to President Trump, please come to Chicago. You're going to get more love than you've ever had. You're going to eat better than you've ever eaten. And we're going to teach you how to step so you can dance at your inauguration.
Well, Donald Trump going to Chicago is something that certainly needs to happen. But her anger is palpable as she confronts the council over their plan to spend a staggering $70 million on support programs for illegal migrants, including housing. Quote, we've been paying property taxes on the city for generations, and to see them so openly give our money to people who don't deserve it is very insulting. That's what she said on Fox News, echoing the sentiments of countless of frustrated residents. Now, the city struggles to fund essential resources like education, yet the mayor and the city council seem all too eager to allocate massive amounts of taxpayer dollars to those who've entered the country illegally. Now, she refuses to stand by and watch as her beloved city is torn apart by this gross mismanagement of funds. But her message goes beyond just the financial impact of the council's actions. She sees the mayor's progressive agenda as a unifying force, bringing the city together in opposition. I want to thank our mayor for uniting the city in a way we haven't been since the 96 Bulls, and that's against him and his progressive agenda. Of course, she's drawing comparisons to the NBA team's dynasty under Michael Jordan. Now, as crime rates soar and residents live in fear of their safety, she knows that change must come from the top, and she boldly declares her support for Donald Trump's return in 2024, believing that he is the only president with the courage and vision to secure the southern border and address the issues plaguing Chicago head-on. Her powerful words have struck a chord with the people of Chicago, and her message is spreading like wildfire. A petition to recall Mayor Johnson is gaining traction as more and more residents realize that the current leadership is failing them, and they're ready to fight back, to take their city back from the clutches of progressive policies that have brought nothing but pain and suffering. In P. Ray Easley, the people of Chicago have found a champion, a fearless voice willing to speak truth to power, and her unwavering commitment to her community and her bold stance against the mayor's destructive agenda have made her a beacon of hope in a city desperate for change. So as the November elections approach, the residents of Chicago are ready to rally behind Easley in her call for a return to common sense leadership, and they know that with Trump in the White House and leaders like Easley fighting for them at home, there is hope for a brighter future, a future where Chicago can once again stand tall as a shining example of the American spirit. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is next. Chicago, once a proud city, has been battered by mismanagement and crime under the failed leadership of Mayor Brandon Johnson. But the residents are fighting back, united in their opposition to his progressive agenda that prioritizes illegal migrants over tax-paying citizens. As a petition to recall the mayor gains traction and support for Trump 2024 grows, there is hope on the horizon for this great American city to reclaim its lost glory.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.